Hello, and welcome to another update video about the DXY. Yeah, the new trading week is close. We're not too far away, and I think we are getting here to a major decision point when we talk about the DXY. Obviously, on this chart, I've been talking about it for a while. This A wave to the downside of the September highs, okay. Then this expanded flat structure, which was the preferred option here, in a B wave, and now. Yeah, I'd be looking forward now at some point here for finally that C wave to the downside. This is definitely my preferred scenario, that at some point here we should start that C wave down in 5 waves, which would be either an impulse or a diagonal pattern. This so-called expanded flat is getting quite stretched out now. We have a full wave count. There are a couple of ways how I can count that. Both ways that I've sort of worked out. We have a full wave count. Now, that doesn't mean that it needs to be complete, but it means that we need to be ready for a reversal, okay? They can always extend higher, and I suggested to you in the last video that we will see extensions as long as that trend line is holding. Yeah, so it's still moving along the trend line, a very well-defined trend line. When it gets too obvious, at some point it will break. And also the DXY normally, I mean, this is quite extended to the upside now. Let's just measure the length of the A wave. We go to the low of the B wave. Yep, that's unusual. We have an extension above the 1.618 extension level. And that was here at $105.76. Now, it is unusual. It's not impossible. It's not invalid or anything, but it is unusual, especially for the DXY, to extend a C wave and an expanded flat that much. Normally, I don't really want a C wave above the 1.618 extension, but generally the resistance for this B wave goes higher. So next resistance, if we get above $106.91, would be at $108.71, and it can still extend higher. So I will not rule out further extensions higher, because the resistance itself for wave B allows for more upside. But when we talk about the subdivisions within that yellow B wave, it is not really, it would not be too likely to stretch out further. Nevertheless, I will not rule out extensions, and I need to see a clear break of support to indicate that a top is in place. So while I'm looking for a topping structure here, I haven't seen any clear evidence for that yet, but I will tell you now what we need to see to have some kind of evidence that the top is in place. So, but obviously you see here already on the chart a potential wave count for the subdivisions. This is, in my opinion, the most likely wave count, where we have a 5-wave move up that's pretty much complete. Another way of labeling it is this, that I have the 1-2 set up here. Then my third wave, now I need to remember, I looked into it before the video. Let me see, let's just label that. I think we had wave 4, 5 here, 3, 4 here in an alternative count. And then this could be wave 5. And then if we talk about the subdivisions of that long third wave, I would have a 1, 2 here, 3, 4 here, and then this would be the 5. Yeah, so basically this is just another way of interpreting this wave count. Yeah, I probably like that a little more actually. It just looks better looking at the proportions individually. But yeah, it's basically a full wave count. Yeah, I mean, maybe this wave 5 is an ending diagonal. It will get another extension, but it's basically full. So, right, we'll now watch for a relevant pullback. And if we see a break of the trend line, that would be the first and early indication that the top is in place in yellow wave B, and that we're coming down in this C wave in a 5-wave move into the low $90 region over the coming months and maybe even years. If we see a break below that first red line there, which is the wave 4 low, which is at $104.61, that will be the first stronger confirmation that the top is in place. I think when that happens, I will count a top in place. This could even form a head and shoulders pattern if you think about it, but that's just speculation. So left shoulder, head, yeah, and then maybe a right shoulder, and then we break down. Below that, we've got support here at $103. This is additional confirmation, but yeah, and then we should be rolling, okay? That's what I'm watching for next week. If we see a topping structure there of some sort, at the moment, this can still extend higher. I have no confirmation that a top is in place, but yeah, we'll see. And it's going to be interesting And yeah, not much more to add about the DXY. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.